today, what is your attention on? What are you thinking about? What things are captivating your attention? What things are captivating your gaze? What things are pushing you? What things are making you function? I ask this question because today I felt the Lord tell me this. What are you thinking about? We think and put our attention on so many things inwardly. So inwardly within ourselves, our minds and our hearts are constantly upon something, okay? But understand, there's only one who knows when we're thinking about him. There's only one who can react to how we feel and literally think about them within our own hearts. Things don't know when they have our attention. Problems don't know when we worry about them. People don't know without us verbally telling them that we're thinking about them. But Jesus knows without even muttering one word that only he can love us out of simply just letting our heart inwardly think and give him all of our attention. May our thoughts be on the only true Son of Man, our bridegroom, our lover and Savior, our good shepherd, whose thoughts about us we can know as well. So I want to talk about just this for a second, of what I feel like the Lord is saying, that he is the only one that when we're thinking about him, when our thoughts and our heart is postured towards him, he's the only thing in existence that knows it. You see, when I have things, or maybe something that consumes my thoughts, or maybe something that gets my thoughts to things, whether it's people, whether it's ministry, whether it's problems, whether it's worry, whether it's doubt, whether it's fear, any of these things that I'm fearing, any of these, or even these people that I think about, loved ones, if I'm thinking about them, none of them, objects, none of them know that I'm thinking about them. In other words, they cannot receive anything by having my thought process. They cannot gain anything, nor can I gain anything by thinking about those things. There's not a thing I can gain, because not even people, without me speaking, know that I'm thinking about them. Know that my mind's on them constantly. Know that I am giving all my attention to something that can't give me a response. Without me verbally speaking, and if it's a person, without me verbally speaking, it cannot give me a response. So what I feel the Lord is saying that is, this is why the Lord loves stillness, by the way, is this. When we set our thoughts on Jesus Christ, when we set our hearts upon him, and we don't say a single word, and our hearts and our minds are thinking about him, he can react to this, and he can love us in return, and he knows that our thoughts are good for him, and he knows what we're thinking. So he knows if we're struggling not to think of him. But understand that when we think of him, he knows it. To me, that's so amazing, that in my mind, in my heart, that when I think of the Lord, when I love on him and adore him inwardly, there's nobody that even has to know what's going on inside of me, because he already does. He knows that I'm loving him. And in return, the Lord gives us access to know his thoughts as well. His thoughts become our thoughts. His ways become our ways. So whatever the Lord thinks about me, I know. And that's how we become and walk in identity with the Lord, is that his thoughts for us become our identity. The way he thinks becomes how we think. So when our mind becomes to become upon a man, upon a person who can perceive and who knows all my thoughts, and they're about him, he can react to them and make me more like himself. And like I said, this is why the Lord loves stillness, because anybody can speak, anybody can talk, Even words a lot of times fall short because they can get in the way of what we're thinking about at times. Even when we're worshiping or talking about how much we love the Lord in prayer, maybe we can speak and still think of other things. But one thing you cannot do is wait in stillness and be caught up in the bliss and the goodness of the Lord and think about other things at the same time. It's impossible. Aaron Gilmore talks about how our heart must get above our head, past here. Our heart must go up into the heavens. So pretty much our heart must reach past our head, because our mind is what stops and blocks touching the Lord. So that when we enter stillness into the Lord, that all of our thoughts are just simply upon Him and thinking about Him alone. And when we do this, this is why the Lord moves so well in stillness, is because our heart posture is, and our thoughts are totally fixed upon Him, and there's not a single thing else that we're thinking about but Him. And when we enter this place, He then can react and release His love and His goodness to us, because our thoughts are only on Him. And that, to me, when He said that to me today, and I guess I just never thought about it until He said it, was that our thoughts and the things we put our attention upon, they know nothing about it. The things and the people know nothing about what we put in our thoughts and our attention and our heart upon without reacting to it or without saying it. But the Lord Himself knows and perceives every single thought I have. And He is the only one in existence that can know what I'm thinking and know what I'm feeling. And if it's about Him, He can love me through my thoughts. He can love me through my heart posture towards Him. And we can't posture our heart inwardly towards anything else and get a reaction out of it. The only thing inwardly that we can correctly posture ourselves to and get a reaction is the person in Jesus Christ. He is the only one. And this is why He came to live inside of us, because He came to do something that nobody else could do. He is the only thing that can satisfy us inwardly. And by Him satisfying us inwardly, it satisfies everything within our lives. So may you find the satisfaction of inwardly loving the Lord and the Lord alone. And may you be able to enter a stillness of knowing that the only person who can perceive your thoughts, the only person who can react to what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking, is Jesus Christ Himself. I love you guys.